Did Jungkook just collapse again during his military training? The shocking reports from the South Korean military camp have left fans worldwide in a state of panic as BTS's Golden Magne was reportedly rushed to the emergency room after suffering another serious health episode. What exactly is happening inside the military training grounds, and why does this incident keep repeating itself? Could it be a sign of something far more alarming than what the public is being told? The situation has taken a devastating turn as reports confirm that Jungkook, who had previously been suspected of suffering from food poisoning, experienced another sudden health emergency during a grueling training exercise. Soldiers stationed at the same camp described a moment of chaos when Jungkook, already appearing fatigued and unwell, suddenly lost consciousness in the middle of an endurance drill. Medical personnel on site immediately rushed to his aid, attempting to stabilize him before transferring him to the nearest emergency medical facility. Eyewitness accounts describe the distressing scene of fellow recruits calling for help, while commanding officers quickly mobilized a medical response team. It is still unclear what exactly triggered the collapse, but sources close to the situation indicate that Jungkook had been struggling with his health ever since his initial poisoning incident. This latest medical emergency has reignited widespread concern over the conditions inside military camps and the treatment of enlisted personnel, particularly celebrities like Jungkook, who are expected to endure the same rigorous training despite their physically demanding careers prior to enlistment. Given his history of extreme dedication and pushing himself beyond limits, many fear that Jungkook may have been overexerting himself, even in a weakened state. Social media erupted within minutes of the news breaking, with fans trending hashtags like #SaveJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook, demanding an immediate investigation into his recurring health issues. Many believe that there is more to this than what has been officially disclosed, and speculation about mistreatment, medical negligence, and even potential foul play has begun circulating online. Fans are questioning why the military has failed to provide a comprehensive report on his condition, leading to even greater concern and suspicion. HYBE, the company representing BTS, has yet to release an official statement regarding Jungkook's latest hospitalization, but internal sources claim that the agency is in emergency discussions with military officials to obtain clarity on his condition and ensure that he receives the best possible care. Reports also suggest that HYBE is considering legal action if it is found that Jungkook was forced to continue training despite not being in an adequate physical state. Meanwhile, some of Jungkook's fellow BTS members, who are also currently serving in the military, have reportedly requested updates on his condition, though military regulations limit their ability to communicate directly. This has only fueled fan frustration, as many believe that the military's strict information policies may be preventing vital updates from reaching the public. International media outlets have started picking up on the story, with some calling for greater transparency regarding the treatment of enlisted K-pop idols. Given the global status of BTS and the enormous influence of their fanbase, this incident is likely to draw significant attention beyond South Korea's borders. Political analysts speculate that if pressure continues to mount, the South Korean government may be forced to step in and conduct a full investigation. Doctors treating Jungkook have yet to issue a full medical report, but preliminary findings suggest that his body was under extreme physical stress, possibly exacerbated by lingering effects from his previous health scare. Some medical experts argue that he should have been given more time to recover before resuming intense military exercises, raising further questions about whether his condition was properly assessed before he returned to duty. As news of Jungkook's hospitalization spreads, supporters from around the world are rallying behind him, demanding justice and better treatment for military enlistees. Will this be the moment that forces systemic change within South Korea's mandatory military service policies, or will the case be swept under the rug? And most importantly, will Jungkook make a full recovery this time, or is there more to his illness than meets the eye? For now, the world waits anxiously for updates on Jungkook's condition. One thing is certain: his health crisis has sparked an outcry that won't be silenced anytime soon. As more details emerge, the pressure on military officials to provide transparency will only grow. Fans, the music industry, and human rights advocates alike will be watching closely to see what happens next. Meanwhile, sources inside the military camp have hinted that Jungkook's condition may have been more severe than initially reported. Unverified accounts suggest that prior to his collapse, he had repeatedly voiced concerns about persistent nausea, dizziness, and fatigue. However, these warnings may have been dismissed as mere exhaustion from training, leading many to question whether his superiors adequately assessed the seriousness of his symptoms. The military, facing mounting pressure, has promised a full review of the situation. However, skeptics worry that without an independent investigation, the results may be skewed to protect those in power. Calls for transparency continue to grow, with fans demanding access to verified medical reports and direct statements from Jungkook's attending doctors. As more voices join the outcry, the situation has escalated to diplomatic levels, with international human rights organizations beginning to take interest in the case. Some activists argue that Jungkook's case could highlight broader systemic issues within military service, particularly regarding the treatment of high-profile enlistees. Whether this newfound attention will result in real change remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the world will not look away until justice is served. Pressure continues to mount on military officials as fans, advocacy groups, and even medical professionals demand answers. Reports suggest that South Korean lawmakers may now be involved in discussions regarding potential reforms to the country's military medical policies. Some experts argue that celebrity enlistees should be granted special medical considerations due to the physical toll their careers take before service, while others insist that equal treatment should be maintained across all enlistees. At the same time, rumors have begun to surface about internal disputes within the military concerning how Jungkook's case has been handled. Some sources claim that certain officers had expressed concern about his condition before the latest incident, but their warnings were allegedly ignored. If true, this could further implicate high-ranking officials in a failure to ensure the well-being of enlistees under their command. With every passing day, fans continue to flood social media with messages of support and concern, demanding greater transparency. The uncertainty surrounding Jungkook's health has left many feeling anxious and frustrated, and the lack of official updates only fuels speculation. Will the truth behind his repeated health crises finally be revealed, or will this controversy fade into silence like so many others before it? For now, the world waits anxiously for updates on Jungkook's condition. One thing is certain: his health crisis has sparked an outcry that won't be silenced anytime soon. As more details emerge, the pressure on military officials to provide transparency will only grow. Fans, the music industry, and human rights advocates alike will be watching closely to see what happens next.